Hi everyone, Jade here. I was going to try and talk in an Irish accent, but you didn't really appreciate that last year, so I figured best not. So I'm so sorry that I can't be there today. Obviously, you know, I'm going to miss being there, but as you all know from the group outside of our email thread, I've fallen in love and he's taken me away, so yeah, unfortunately a non-refundable sort of arrangement. So yeah, I'm gutted I can't be there, as I said, but I wanted to send a video because I do feel like, although they're a little bit cringy, they are just more personal, and like many of you in the group have said, like PowerPoint it's a great way to present your work, but not for somebody else to deliver what I've done. So since last year, I wouldn't say spent huge amounts of time on the project that I picked, mainly because I didn't need to. It was pretty straightforward. It was not very time consuming and it was free, so total bonus. So just to recap for those of you that don't remember, I decided that I was going to do a project on like publicity and fundraising and awareness of Night Stop in Cumbria, because the area in which I live in the UK, Night Stop is only 3 years old, so it is increasing in popularity, or you know, word of mouth is getting around and more people are finding out and wanting to be Night Stop hosts and fundraise for Night Stop and obviously use the service. But we're still really, really unheard of in certain parts of the county. And what I really wanted to do was to do something fun and informative and brief for young people to understand how they can have some input into fundraising for Night Stop, but also, as a result of that, how they can then tell people about the service so that it is used more, and then we'll find more volunteers. So at the end of last year, I grouped together with a media company, and I asked if they would or had any money in their pot that they could use to help me make this, short film, documentary, whatever it is the media world refer to it as. And they agreed to do that, and they said that they would do it for free. So I was like, yeah, absolute bonus. So one of the things I wanted to do was make this short film no more than 3-4 minutes, because as we all know, young people do get bored. Well, most people do get bored after 3 and 4 minutes of watching something. So what we've done is we've taken snapshot pictures from DePaul, like ones that have been signed to be released. We've done some pictures of like a dummy sleepout of young people from the LGBT community. So we've got pictures to go in that. We've got a rap that a young person that was sofa surfing had written, and that's going to be played in the background of the short film. And then a small interview with me, so just common questions people would ask and me answering them. So the goal with that is for that to be sent via social media, via all networks that I know and that you guys know, and shared nationally within DePaul, and obviously with external services. So that in doing that will increase the views, and it'll increase like the algorithms and things like that on social media networks. And as a result, we'll get more people choosing to fundraise for DePaul rather than, say, other charities that have a lot of money. And obviously that will always generate like momentum and people talking about who DePaul are, young people being able to refer themselves rather than relying on agencies to do that. unfortunately, because the film is free and the lady that is doing that is giving her time for nothing, she couldn't put together the film until the end of July, beginning of August, because she's got to travel about 3 hours to be able to do the edit, because that's where all of the stuff is where I live. So I'm a bit gutted, I'm not going to lie, because she did say she would be able to get it done sooner, but obviously everybody's plans and time schedules change, so I've just got to be patient and remember that she is doing this work for free. So I will definitely get that to you guys as soon as I receive it, and you can have a look through it and give me some feedback on what you think. If you give me some constructive criticism, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to change, just again because she's doing the editing, but it's still good to know to highlight things on social media platforms before, like, and above where the video is shared. So for those of you that aren't familiar with social media, I'm sure some of them in the room that are will be able to fill you in all of what I've just said. So that was like the main part of the work, and then after we got back from London, or was it just before, I'd teamed up with a group of young people to look at developing toiletry packs for the night stop guests. It's not something we've had in Cumbria. We do get the odd donation, but we really wanted these toiletry packs to be an annual thing that the National Citizen Service do. So they're a group of young people, school leavers, that are looking to personally develop and grow their skill set, and part of what their modules are is social actions. So that's helping out, doing charity work or contributing to the community and giving back to others. So these packs are amazing. So I just hold them up. We've even got our logo on the packs. How cute. So within the packs, we've got like a face cloth, shampoo, conditioner, shower gel. We've got soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, and then we've got sanitary ware in the packs for women. One thing we did get feedback from services and the young people is they wouldn't mind having deodorant in. And in the northeast, Dimas, a colleague of mine, had said dependent on nationality, some people prefer tampons over pads and vice versa. So that's something to bear in mind. So what we were thinking going forward is we wouldn't put the sanitary ware into the packs. What we would do is ask them what the preference is and then give them separately. So again, these young people are doing this again this year. We had, I think, in total 250 packs distributed throughout Cumbria. So that means that every time a young person stays in night stop, they just get a cute little pack there to use and, you know, to take to when they go to the bathroom for a shower. And then another thing, the final thing of the project was to look at getting a change of clothes within the night stop home. We had some money raised at the start of last year that we've still not spent, and Sharon and I, my colleague in Cumbria, had said, why don't we use it for them to get like jogging bottoms and a t-shirt to put on when the clothes are being washed. So as I love to shop and spend money, I quite gladly took that task on, and we've got all them orders en route to my office, because that's the next thing I'll talk about, because I've got plenty of room now in the new office that I'm in. So 3 things is, you know, one of the main objectives we all know of DePaul is, you know, people choosing DePaul to raise money for. And being aware of where that money is going. So, you know, within Cumbria, we feed back to the funders what's happened with the money that they've raised. So, yeah, being able to be, you know, a charity where people are giving us money without us having to ask for it is always a bonus. So I pray, and I am very optimistic that short film will really help do that. Secondly, you know, you can't beat a good shower and feeling good about yourself. So them toiletry packs for Night Stop anyway are amazing, but for us in Cumbria, they've been working really, really well. And then obviously thirdly, some clean clothes for people to be able to put on so that they're getting clothes washed. So that's basically in a nutshell what I've been up to, other than, as I say, being in a new relationship, working my business, as you guys all know what I do. So yeah, so it's gone fast. I'm sad that it's come to an end, and I'm really gutted that I am not there with you guys, but I've blocked the day out in the hope that I'll be able to Skype in from my brand new office. So I'm now working in what's called the Project John Hub, and the hub has 3 floors to it. So downstairs they have interview rooms for young people to come and walk in to speak to anybody about homelessness and what advice they can get. The second floor is like for meetings and training for agencies and young people. I would take yous round, but I know that the staff here would be like, why didn't yous warn me about this? So, and then the third floor that I'm on, yeah, there's different agencies, and you know what, I feel as though my mental health has improved because of my work environment. You know, the last place that I was working, it was a careers advice centre, and you know, it just wasn't really my cup of tea. So since being in this building, I've only been in 3 weeks, and I've had a couple of people already just walk in for advice. So, you know, that's a bonus because they weren't doing that in the place where I used to work. So this is my new office. It's very spacious. I'm expecting somebody to come in with me. These are all my packs that I have left. My view, which is basically a Chinese restaurant, which is not good for my figure. And then what else was I gonna say? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I just wish yous all luck in your presentations. I know in the group, like, everybody was like, I haven't done much on it, but I think what the great thing about DePaul is, and what I've found working for DePaul, is it's all about reflection and supporting one another and supporting your team and understanding that, you know, it's not because you've not been bothered, it's just time, isn't it? It's committing that time to your project. But you know, even still, I'm sure everybody's done really well. I'm really excited to see what, you know, everyone's been up to. I know a couple of people of what they've been up to because we've spoke. And, you know, as I say, anything you can feed back to me, please do. Oh my God, as if I didn't mention, there's another thing I did. On the Night Stop North Eastern Cumbria website, there's a A4 piece of paper that I've put together of commonly asked questions that people will ask you when they want to do a sleep out to raise money for DePaul. But what are the common objections? What are the things that people need to consider when doing a sleep out? So a lot of people would obviously be like, oh, well, you know, what if it's too cold? Well, then you can go and use a venue, but make sure that it's okay with the person that rents it out, la da 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 da. So if you go on the Night Stop North East and Cumbria website, it's on there. If you can't find it, which I can't imagine you wouldn't, it's pretty, it's just at the bottom, frequently asked questions. And then, you know, I'll email it to Alison and she can send it out to everybody. But please feel free to use that because, you know, as we all know, fundraising are wanting us to, you know, focus more on people regularly donating and us not having to ask for money. So that's a really good tool to use to send out to anybody, you know, that's interested in fundraising or they've inquired about, you know, volunteering, but they can't do it in the capacity in which you need them, or we've not got that, you know, that role available. Then obviously we all know fundraising's an amazing thing to do, whether that be £20 or £20,000. So yeah, anyway, as I do, I've rambled on, which I'm sure you have all enjoyed. I will see you all on Skype on Monday, and I can't wait to see everybody's presentation and what everyone's been up to. Please enjoy the Guinness and Ireland without me. I know it'll be difficult, but just try your best. And I will think of you all when I'm away in the sunny Blackpool. For those of you that haven't been, you need to. I love the place. But yeah, I know we'll all miss each other, and I'm just so glad to have met everybody, but it's, you know, we'll all still be in contact forever, so we don't need to worry about that. Have a great time, everybody. I love yous all loads. Bye.